Two people are fighting for their lives right now after they're hit by a driver who took off, who police are looking for this morning.
Parents needing medical marijuana may finally get their approval today, while some local dispensaries are getting one step closer to opening their doors.
And a ride of a lifetime to honor those who lost their lives on two wheels.
I hope to inspire some people, even average Joes like me.
How a West Michigan graduate is paying tribute to the bikers killed in this summer's deadly crash in Kalamazoo County. Today is Tuesday, September 13th.
Live, local, breaking news. You're watching News Channel 3, live at 6.
All right, your out-the-door temperatures coming up in a moment. Great to have you alongside on a Tuesday morning. We're in Grand Rapids, courtesy of our Grand Rapids Live Eye. Good morning. I'm meteorologist Jeff Porter. Right now, 57 in Battle Creek, 56 Three Rivers, upper 50s in Kalamazoo. Making sense. The airport not reporting right now. 62 in South Haven. We are watching some rain out over Lake Michigan, so some showers are in your forecast. 8 a.m. through midday, well north of Kalamazoo, 74 at 12 o'clock, and isolated showers 5 p.m. A breezy 80 degrees during your evening drive. So how close rain is to the lakeshore? We're going to check in with live Doppler radar and your zone-by-zone forecast. Marcy, that's in 5.
Breaking overnight, police are searching for a driver accused of hitting two pedestrians and taking off. Jessica Wheeler is live in the newsroom with details that we've just learned in the last few hours. Jessica.
Marcy, police tell us the man and woman have serious injuries after being hit by that car that then took off. What we know right now is the crash happened just before 11 last night on Sherwood Avenue near Riverview Drive in Kalamazoo. Officers say the 32-year-old woman was unresponsive when they got there. The 48-year-old man was alert and conscious. Both were taken to Bronson Hospital. This morning, the woman is listed in critical condition. The male victim is in serious. KDPS tells us that vehicle that was involved left the scene before they got there. And they tell us they're looking for a sedan that's either gray or black in color, and it should have some type of front end damage. Anyone with information about that hit and run crash is asked to call Kalamazoo Public Safety or Silent Observer. Reporting live in the newsroom, Jessica Wheeler, News Channel 3.
The search is on in Battle Creek this morning as police look for two people suspected of opening fire on a man. Happened near Burnham and Terrace Streets at around 7 p.m. Police tell us the victim was shot 5 times while sitting in his car. He was rushed to the hospital. We're told he is expected to survive. Police are now looking for a late 90s Ford Taurus, white in color with a cracked windshield. Anyone with information should call police right away.
A Detroit police officer is shot overnight during a chase, but is expected to be okay. It happened around 11 last night. We're told officers were closing in on the man suspected of several crimes when the suspect fired a shot from a sawed-off shotgun. A sergeant was hit once in the right shoulder. The 21-year-old suspect was then taken into custody.
Today, a former West Michigan police officer accused of rape will be in court. Michigan State Police say former Covert Township officer Eric Fritz pulled over a man and woman who were both drunk in early July. Troopers say Fritz took the man to jail but took his alleged victim to a Paw Paw hotel. Fritz admits to having sex with the woman. His attorney says it was consensual, saying a polygraph test proves it. Today, a judge is expected to decide if there's enough evidence to send Fritz to trial.
Also in court this morning, a Battle Creek mother accused of pouring scalding water on her son. Latasha Brown is charged with second-degree child abuse, but she insists she did not burn her son. Police say the 12-year-old boy's father called them after seeing the blistering burns over video chat. The boy's brother says he saw his sibling and his mother arguing, but he didn't see his mom throw the water. The child is okay. Today, a judge will decide if there's enough evidence to send Brown to trial. The race for the White House heads to Michigan today. Democratic nominee for Vice President Tim Kaine will be in Ann Arbor. The Virginia senator is speaking at the University of Michigan's Diag about the importance of the November election. He'll also be pushing voters to get out and register. The deadline to register to vote for the November election is October 11th. The News Channel 3 will be in Ann Arbor today, along with Senator Kaine. You can look for much more coverage starting tonight on News Channel 3 live at 5.
An update this morning from Washington, D.C. U.S. senators have voted to put the Water Resources Development Act to a final vote. The proposed legislation would send more than $200 million to cities such as Flint, which are dealing with lead-contaminated water right now. Last night's vote was overwhelmingly approved, 90-1. A date for the final vote is not set yet.
Kirk, thanks. 6:05 on the clock. We always hope you're on time. Time to check in with live Doppler radar. Of course, zone by zone, all in seconds here, but the bulk of West Michigan dry. But here's what we are following northwest of Muskegon. We have rain with some rumbles. Motion northeast, about 35 to 40 miles per hour. That means rain in Pentwater, 6:45 before 7 a.m. Let's go zone by zone. Take into our Kalamazoo zone for later today. Partly sunny, breezy, about 80 degrees. Kalamazoo, 81 Three Rivers. That's about 5 to 6 degrees warmer than yesterday. We have some wave issues at the lakeshore, alongside some rip currents. 80 South Haven, 77 Saugatuck, Douglas, Ganges, and Holland. When it will rain in Kalamazoo, and Marcy, your bus stop weather, that's in 10.
The Allegan County Fair is still hoping to break its own attendance record this year, and there is still plenty of time to do it and plenty of reasons to get out there. Today, Ex-Ambassadors takes the stage along with Rachel Platten. There's also horse racing throughout the day. And it was a great weekend of music and fun. Rock and roll superstar and former Poison frontman Bret Michaels opened the show on Friday. Grammy Award-winning performer Chris Stapleton followed that act up on Saturday. Now, last year, more than 302,000 people went to the fair. It runs through Saturday. The Bundys are back. We look ahead to today's trial for the protesters who wreaked havoc in the Oregon wilderness. Plus, the face of heroin abuse is getting younger as more and more children are put in danger. Why lawmakers say more users need to be able to avoid jail time to save lives. Heroin is leaving more than just drug dealers in danger. That's the message police departments across the country are trying to spread. Miami police released these photos last night of a 2-month-old baby in the back seat of a crashed car with her mother passed out in the front seat. Police say she overdosed on heroin, and this comes just days after police in Ohio shared disturbing photos of 2 adults passed out with a 4-year-old boy in the back seat. Neither child was hurt. But police say the growing heroin epidemic is taking a turn for the worse, even here in West Michigan.
It's an epidemic, but a lot of folks are afraid to pick up that phone, make a call, and save a life because they think they'll get in trouble for possession and use.
Police tell us they're seeing a 50% increase in overdoses this past year just in Kalamazoo. It's leaving lawmakers scrambling for a fix. They hope to expand a law protecting people who report overdoses from facing drug charges. Now, the bill would provide immunity to people of all ages, not just those under 21, as current law spells out. The hope is that it will save more lives, but there will be exceptions, like if the overdose is happening during another crime, like a drug deal. The state Senate and House are expected to vote on the bills Wednesday.
A U.S. Olympic gymnast accuses a former Michigan doctor of sexually abusing her during her career. Why not everyone believes the doctor did something wrong. Plus, a ride for one to honor all. How a West Michigan man is hopping on 2 wheels for hundreds of miles to remember a group of cyclists killed in this summer's tragic crash in Kalamazoo County. Time now for the answer to this morning's pop quiz question. Where is the original flag that inspired the Star-Spangled Banner now located? The Smithsonian Institute, the White House, the Capitol Building, or the Metropolitan Museum of History? The flag, or rather a majority of it, is cared for and on display at the Smithsonian in Washington, D.C. Keep it here on News Channel 3. We'll find out who's the winner of a $25 gift card courtesy of the Arbor Financial Credit Union. The U.S. launches a show of force against North Korea by flying nuclear-capable supersonic bombers over South Korea. This follows North Korea's 5th recent nuclear test. The B-1 bombers were escorted by U.S. and South Korean jets as they streaked over the Asan Air Base overnight. South Korea doesn't have nuclear weapons and relies on the U.S. nuclear umbrella as a deterrent to North Korea. North Korea says U.S. hostility is the reason they need a nuclear program.
A watchdog group say a ceasefire in Syria appears to be holding. Officials say there have been no recorded civilian deaths in the first 15 hours of the week-long truce. In a rare appearance, President Assad toured one city while opposition groups say shelling has continued in Aleppo. The treaty was brokered by the U.S. and Russia. Officials say it does allow for continued bombing against al-Qaeda-linked militants if Washington and Moscow agree on the target. Insurgent groups say that's a pretense to continue the war, and they'll defend themselves. Well, new this hour, 2 members of the Bundy family who are behind a long-running dispute with the government over land use will be in court today. The trial for Ryan and Amon Bundy, along with 5 other protesters, will begin today for the armed takeover of the Mellier Wildlife Refuge. The group of 7 were arrested earlier this year for a felony conspiracy over the weeks-long occupation of the remote bird sanctuary in Oregon. 11 people pleaded guilty and 7 others faced trial in February. Today, lawyers will deliver their opening statements. This morning, firefighters are working on hot spots after fire rips through a 2-story building in Los Angeles. Smokes and flames could be seen pouring from the roof for miles. The building was a warehouse for a wholesaler and distributor of smoking materials. Firefighters say the flames were being fed by butane and other flammables inside. The cause of the fire still under investigation.
2 gymnasts, including an Olympic athlete, are accusing a former longtime doctor with ties to Michigan of sexual abuse. A civil lawsuit accuses Dr. Larry Nassar of sexually groping and fondling the teen Olympian during physical therapy. The women's medal winner in the 2000 Olympics is not named in the suit. The second gymnast from Louisville, Kentucky, accuses Nassar of sexually abusing her when she was a 15-year-old during club gymnastics at Michigan State University. That's where Nassar is a faculty member, but not everyone believes Nassar did what he's accused of. Some former co-workers are coming to his defense.
I have known him before he even went to medical school, and everything he's ever done for gymnastics and everything I've ever seen him do has been nothing but caring and sincere.
Nassar's lawyer denies any wrongdoing. He has not been charged with a crime. It's now been 3 months since a driver mowed over a group of cyclists, killing 5 and injuring 4 others in Kalamazoo County. As the community works to heal from these wounds, a local graduate is taking on an ambitious feat to honor them. Western Michigan graduate Jonathan Beach is heartbroken over the June biking tragedy, and now he wants to give back. News Channel 3's Mara Thompson joins us live in studio with what he's doing and how you can get involved. Mara.
Kirk, Jonathan calls himself an average Joe who only started biking a couple years ago. But on Thursday, he'll begin a journey from Port Austin to South Haven in hopes of raising thousands of dollars for Kalamazoo Strong.
Just thinking about it has my legs shaking right now.
Jonathan Beach has never ridden more than 80 miles at once, but this week he'll take on 325 miles over 4 days, from Lake Huron to Lake Michigan.
It's a little ambitious, but I'm confident that I can get it done.
As a Western Michigan grad, Kalamazoo has a special place in his heart, and he wanted to do something giving back to those affected by the Kalamazoo bike tragedy.
Even though I don't know them personally, I wanted them to know that, they're not alone. We love them, we care about them, because this is Kalamazoo. That's what we do.
Jonathan's ride is a platform to raise money for the Kalamazoo Strong Foundation. And while he planned the ride by himself, anyone is welcome to join.
If they want to just join for Saturday or just for Sunday, I figured Sunday would be perfect for everybody in the Kalamazoo area, kind of riding out and back.
And says if he can do it, you can do it.
I'm not an athlete. So doing something like this is, I hope to inspire some people, even average Joes like me.
Jonathan welcomes anyone to join the last leg of his trip from Kalamazoo to South Haven on Sunday. He's leaving from the Cal Haven Trailhead by 10th Street at 10 a.m. And if you'd like to donate, we've posted a link to his GoFundMe account on our website, www.mt.com. Reporting live in the studio, Mara Thompson, News Channel 3.
Mara, thank you very much. 7:20 on the clock. Well, not quite yet. How about 6:20? And we go from 80 later today to 70 tomorrow. That big transition in our temperatures facilitated by rain. We have a little bit of that right now, courtesy of live Doppler radar approaching the immediate lake shore. We'll fire up our zoom tool and get you a little bit closer to, this is Oceana County. And also, of course, Muskegon County, the motion of our rain this morning off towards the northeast, about 35 to 40 miles per hour. So as we'll do a little bit of tracking here, we'll look at our shower closest to the lake shore. Again, motion northeast. We want to be very specific as we draw our storm track. And that should have some rain in Pentwater around 642, Riverton 656, Custer 710, Branch about 717. We really want to know is where is our rain going to go from here? We've got that for you in a second. Late tonight, early tomorrow, got about a 5% risk or less for some gusty winds and any thunderstorms that we entertain this northeast of Grand Rapids. So we go hour by hour, 9 a.m., and hour by hour takes the bulk of our rain just to our immediate north. It's close enough based on the trends on live Doppler radar for some of that to scrape our 3 northern counties, Oceana and Owego especially. So we'll keep our eyes on that. 12 o'clock, mid-70s in Kalamazoo. And into the afternoon, we're rain-free in Kalamazoo. We're rolling with breezes that will propel us to around 80 degrees. We're partly sunny. So when is it going to rain in Kalamazoo? Let's answer that right now. We have rain in Kalamazoo, downtown, Portage, over to Gull Lake in Augusta at 9 p.m. Then that fades or leaves us with another batch of rain with some thunderstorms into this time tomorrow morning. This is 6 a.m. on Wednesday. That, of course, all hour by hour. So today we are watching rain to our immediate north. So we have our PM showers in place or our showers in place far north. A lot of us are just going to be enjoying a big warm up, about 5 warmer than Monday. We start your Wednesday with rain. Model rainfall amounts look like about a 10th. End of the day, about 70. And, oh, man, all kinds of wonderful on Thursday. I want to take you outside live on an early Tuesday morning. We're in South Haven, where, once again, waves will be above 3 feet. Our South Haven live on an early Tuesday morning. That's the Black River Channel. 59 in Kalamazoo, Battle Creek International Airport. Southerly winds 5 miles per hour. These are your temperatures. 53 in Hastings. Battle Creek 57, Charlotte 52, Marshall 56. Problem-free at your bus stop. All right, a few bus stops well to the north could have a little bit of rain, but mostly around 60, 80 at the end of your school day. Hope it's a nice one for you to teachers, students, and staff. How about this reflection? Kalamazoo River, Arcadia Brewing. This was on Sunday, courtesy of Laura Muisenberg. Laura, thank you. And 100 Hansons. Thank you very much. All right, Laura, appreciate it. To your forecast we go. We are watching showers again north of Kalamazoo. Kalamazoo, we're dry today, 80 degrees warmer and breezy. Yeah, rain in Kalamazoo tonight, couple of thunderstorms, 64. And now your Old National Bank 7-day forecast. We are dry Wednesday afternoon. We're dry Thursday, and 3/4 of your Friday is also just that. So that's a great stretch run. Nice little preview of fall with 70s, and our next chance for thunderstorms coming Friday night and Saturday. 75 to start the weekend, 70 to bookend it.
Do we want to point out no 80s in sight after today?
No.
Okay.
It's a quick answer, wasn't it?
Move on quickly.
No. We can't put those away for the year quite yet, can we?
They could very well be back. September can warm up.
Thank you.
Could very well be back. I was hoping you might say they'll definitely be back.
They'll definitely be
Let's
back.
go with definitely.
Okay.
Then.
There
Yeah.
you go. Thank you. Well, it seems like those shopping carts are always in the way, and never where you need them, when you need them, but not anymore. The new technology driving them right over to your car. Plus, it's like seeing double over and over and over and then some. How many sets of twins one school is wrangling this school year?
After running around the grocery store looking for a cart, a new invention is making life a little easier. Walmart has applied for a patent for a self-driving shopping cart that customers can hail. The carts will come with motors and video cameras and can be programmed to return from the parking lot or the store docking station. You can hail it using a smartphone and the cart will come right to you. There's no word yet on when Walmart will put these carts in stores. What do you think?
I'm a little concerned.
Concern?
Feels like it has the potential to mow down some shoppers as you're looking for some fresh produce or what have you.
Blow up some eggs?
There you go.
On the way?
I don't know. I don't trust it yet.
We have some concern. All right, Kirk, Marcy, thank you. Lakeshore weather, 60 in Holland right now. Southerly wind, 6 miles per hour. Humidity, about 86%. So we are looking at the chance not only for some rip currents, Muskegon and northward. These are marine warnings because we have thunderstorms here. But this part of the lakeshore, rip currents, maybe waves as big as 5 feet. Your official wave forecast, 3 to 5 footers, southwest flow to 25 knots. Water temperature is still lovely, right? About 69 to 72 degrees. It's about to rain in parts of West Michigan. Marcy will show you where, live at 6:30.
All right, Jeff, thank you. Not 1, not 2 or 3, but 13 sets
Whoa.
of twins all in one school. 13 in Pinehurst, Washington State. Walking 2 by 2 is no challenge, but telling everyone apart definitely is, especially since more than half of the 13 sets of twins are identical.
I can't tell them apart. I just say the name and hope one of them answers.
With only 440 students in the whole school, it is a lot of lookalikes. Only 440 students, 26 of them are.
What's going on in the water there? There's something going on.
Yeah, definitely. That's a ton of twins. Oh my gosh.
Fun stuff. 628, medical marijuana has been legal for years, but getting it puts many patients in a gray area. How a big vote today could make getting the drug much simpler. Plus, if you're taking a walk down Easy Street, you may notice it's a step back in time. How you can help the Patient Rehab Center do some updating.
Great to have you alongside on a Tuesday morning. Sun coming up in under 50 minutes. We take it to Grand Rapids with our Grand Rapids Live Eye. There's US 131 in the Grand River. Doesn't appear to be any slowdowns, and we hope you're not slowing down either. Tell you what, we have thunderstorms just west of Pentwater. Motion up towards the northeast, about 35 to 40 miles per hour. They will brush the far northern part of our immediate lakeshore. 59 degrees in Kalamazoo. Battle Creek, you're too cooler at 57. And later today, some spotty showers, primarily north of I-96. 74 for lunch on the menu. How about the evening drive time menu? Breezy, partly sunny skies, and 80 degrees. We'll track that rain approaching Pentwater and your lakeshore forecast. Marcy, that's in a couple of minutes.
Jeff, thank you. New this morning, a 40-year-old man from Kalamazoo is waking up in jail facing gun charges. Officers say they got the call around 4 a.m. from a man that said another had flushed a gun at him. It happened in the 500 block of Lawrence Street. Police were able to track down a suspect from the description. They say they saw him pull something from his waistband and drop it. When they moved in, they say they found a loaded weapon nearby. The suspect was arrested on several outstanding warrants and is facing several new weapons charges. The man accused of killing a West Michigan mother is expected to face a judge today. 55-year-old Brenton Walker is charged with murdering 44-year-old Heather Young. The mother from Sherwood was found dead in Presque County near Millersburg in August. Walker's preliminary hearing was pushed back after his attorney asked for more time to get ready.
The trial for a Battle Creek man accused of beating and shooting a dog is expected to resume today. This case was delayed while the prosecution and defense searched for a key witness in the trial. In February, David Hursley told police the dog was aggressive and bit his friend. So he hit the dog with a bat several times, then shot it with an airsoft gun. Police say they put the dog down to end its suffering. If convicted, Hursley faces up to 15 years in prison. A Michigan state lawmaker is dead, killed while riding his motorcycle. News Channel 3 confirms Republican Representative Peter Battaglia passed away last night in Montmorency County. Battaglia was elected to represent Michigan's 106th district, covering several counties in northern Michigan. He was also the State House's transportation chair. Governor Snyder is reacting to this news on Twitter. He calls Battaglia a dedicated representative and says Battaglia's wife, their kids, and grandchildren are all in his thoughts and prayers as they deal with this tragedy.
Right now, Wyoming public safety officers are looking for whoever robbed a store at Knife Point. News Channel 3 is told it happened at the New Life thrift store on South Division Avenue Monday. Witnesses say a man dressed in all black threatened an employee, getting away with an unknown amount of money. The suspect was reportedly seen getting into a newer white Chrysler 300 after the robbery. If you know anything about this crime, call Wyoming Public Safety.
We have some road work to warn you about that is beginning today in Battle Creek. Crews will start removing the curbs and drive approaches on Elm Street from Van Buren Street to M66. Construction will take place from 7 in the morning until 7 at night until October 12th. This work is in preparation for milling and paving that will take place in this area in the next few weeks. We're told the street will remain open during this work, but you should plan on traffic disruptions, which could cause delays.
Kirk, thanks. Live Doppler radar, then your Tuesday weather zone by zone. And thanks to Live Doppler radar, here's what we're tracking. This is west of Muskegon simply northwest of Muskegon and getting closer and closer to Pentwater. All right, plan on some drops on the windshield. Rain may be briefly heavy in Pentwater, 658. Riverton, 711. Motion east-northeast, 35 to 40 miles per hour. We want to go zone by zone, and your Tuesday warm-up looks like about 80 in Kalamazoo, Three Rivers 81, Dowagiac 81. We're partly sunny, we're breezy, we're rain-free. Mostly rain-free at the lakeshore, not free of rip currents, nor some significant chop, 3 to 5 footers, 80 South Haven, 81 Benton Harbor. What time it will rain in Kalamazoo tonight, we're going to go hour by hour. Kirk, plus we're at your bus stop in 10.
A unique physical therapy center in West Michigan is looking for some help to step into the new millennium. Jessica Wheeler visited Easy Street at Borges Medical Center. She's live in the newsroom with why they're asking for the community's help to overhaul their program. Jessica.
Kirk, Easy Street is an inpatient rehab center at Borges that lets people try out real-world scenarios. However, it hasn't been updated since it was built in 1993, and many of the pieces are outdated and falling apart. Stepping into Easy Street is like taking a walk into Kalamazoo's past.
As you can see, like this car, people don't use cars like this anymore, so we'd like to update it so it's more, people can be more acclimated to the real world.
From the outdated car to this grocery store setup that was donated to them nearly 25 years ago, everything here is slightly outdated.
This is a big challenge to go back into the community and have to go to the grocery store. It can be kind of overwhelming.
The center includes different walking services, a booth to practice going out to eat, a pretend banking center, and other scenarios to help ease the anxiety of life after an injury or medical issue.
This is the only space like this in Southwest Michigan.
And while this rehab area helps dozens of patients each day get used to life outside the hospital, the Borges Foundation is working to make it more functional.
A lot of people do things online, and we don't have any of the technology to back that up.
The Borges Foundation hopes to raise $600,000 to expand the space and give it a more modern feel. So as people walk out of Easy Street, they know they'll be ready for life today.
It would be really wonderful to be able to have a person be able to experience in 2016 as opposed to 1993.
The Borges Foundation only has about $100,000 of its $600,000 goal. They're looking for sponsors along with donors of items and money. For more information, you can visit our website, wwmt.com. Reporting live in the newsroom, Jessica Wheeler, News Channel 3.
North Carolina continues to feel the effects of its controversial bathroom law, the latest group to pull its business from the state. Plus, a powerful image rocks Comerica Park, how a young woman in a wheelchair is standing up for the national anthem in a big way.
A young woman in a wheelchair takes a stand during the national anthem at Comerica Park to show her support. Abby France survived a horrific crash in Battle Creek 9 months ago. She's had 29 surgeries, lost her left arm, and has spent the last few months trying to get back on her feet. Abby says the recent decisions by some pro athletes is not sitting well with her, so the 26-year-old chose to take a stand of her own.
Even though I'm in a wheelchair, I'm standing up. No matter what, I will always stand. No matter if I get hit by a semi, I will always stand.
Abby says she decided to take a stand because she loves not only America's national pastime, but America itself.
A fertility doctor facing felony charges, accused of using his own sperm to help women at his clinic.
From our perspective, the moment it got elevated to an investigation by the state of Indiana into the allegations, it was his obligation to tell the truth, and he lied.
What prosecutors say proves he's guilty.
Time now to reveal the winner of this morning's pop quiz. Congratulations, David Matches from Paw Paw. You got it right. You collect a $25 gift card courtesy of the Arbor Financial Credit Union. Thanks for playing, David. And remember, you have a chance to play and win each Tuesday and Thursday morning.
The NCAA decides to relocate 7 championship games due to North Carolina's controversial bathroom law. Critics say it's discriminatory against the transgender community. The group plans to pull the first 2 rounds of the men's Division I basketball tournament and the women's Division I soccer championship this December. Now, previously, the NBA announced it would pull its 2017 All-Star game from Charlotte. Because of the law, a number of concerts have also been canceled statewide in protest of the measure.
We want to take a minute to update you now on the North Dakota pipeline protest, as many people have been writing to ask what is happening. The answer is nothing right now. Thousands of demonstrators are still on scene at Standing Rock in what is being called the largest gathering of American Indian tribes in more than a century. On Monday, a federal judge kept in place a previous work stoppage order while federal agencies review construction permits for the site. At issue is sacred ground and water supply, which the Standing Rock Sioux tribe says would be violated and contaminated. As of right now, there is no set timetable for any decision to be released on the future of the pipeline.
Protesters cut in on Ryan Lochte as he wrapped up his first appearance on Dancing with the Stars.
It happened while the judges were giving their critiques of his performance. Take a look. This is new video received in the last half hour of the arrest. You can see the two men being taken down and subdued. ABC cameras did not show the actual incident, but host Tom Bergeron addressed the interruption after quickly cutting to commercial break, getting Lochte's reaction.
At that moment, I was really heartbroken. My heart just sunk, and it felt like someone just ripped it apart.
Lochte joined the cast of the show after admitting he, quote, over-exaggerated claims that 3 of his teammates were robbed at gunpoint during the Summer Olympic Games in Rio. United States team officials banned Lochte for 10 months over the Rio incident and forced him to forfeit $100,000 in bonuses and miss the 2017 World Championships. This retired Indianapolis doctor is accused of using his own sperm to help women at his clinic become pregnant. This happened, police say, at a clinic in the mid-70s. Prosecutors say the now 77-year-old doctor, Donald Klein, told patients he was using donations from medical students. But according to court records, he's accused of substituting his own sperm when he didn't have a donor sample. This case turned criminal in 2014 when some of the doctor's children, identified by DNA, filed official complaints.
I just want validation. I want to find out as much truth as I can, but I know deep down that we will never, ever know the complete truth as to how many siblings we have.
There are 9 known children at this time, but prosecutors say the doctor may have used his own sperm in at least 50 cases.
This morning, people in Taiwan are preparing for the worst as Super Typhoon Meranti races toward the island's southernmost tip. In the last 24 hours, the storm has been upgraded from a Category 1 to a Category 5. It is due to make landfall Wednesday morning, bringing with it winds and the possibility of deadly flash floods and devastating mudslides.
Marcy, thank you. 6:48 on the clock, almost 6:49. We're live on Facebook right now, and we've got some rain we want to address north of Muskegon. This is Oceana County, and the general motion of our rain with some rumbles, some lightning. Some of the rain will be heavy at times, east-northeast at about 35 to 40 miles per hour. So let's do a little bit of tracking with those kinds of assumptions in place. Here's our first batch of rain just south of the E and the N in Pentwater. And here's our storm track. We'll try to be as accurate as possible as we draw it through Mason County. We got rain, Pentwater, just minutes, 6:56, Custer and Branch, 7:23 and 7:30, respectively. A few more areas of rain we want to highlight. Now, this just east of the R in Pentwater. Again, motion east-northeast, also at about 35 to 40 miles per hour, drawing it towards or through Lake County. Rain in Eden, Branch, Sweetwater, and Peacock between now and about 7:45. Again, this is wells away from Kalamazoo. So from live Doppler radar to tonight's, granted, it's quite small, but we got about a 5% risk for some gusty winds and any storms that we see tonight immediately north of Grand Rapids. Another look at our complex of rain that is weakening a little bit on the backside. Again, most of it north of all of West Michigan, save for a couple of our northern counties. Hour by hour indicating the action as we get you through 10 a.m. and about 12 o'clock. So not doing a bad job. Hey, 74 for lunch on the menu in Kalamazoo. Not bad either, right? Mid-afternoon, near 80. We have 80 at 5 p.m., partly sunny and we're breezy. A couple of very small shower chances just west of Muskegon out over Lake Michigan. So they are in your forecast, again, chances about 20 to 30%. Now we have rain in Kalamazoo. This is 9 p.m. tonight, so about an hour-ish after sunset, right? And a few rumbles tonight into early tomorrow. We'll have some rain as we head back to work and back to school Wednesday morning. Then we'll rapidly dry out, and we've got a major cool down tomorrow afternoon. That in a second. Warmer today. We're watching our rain to our north, of course. Warmer means about 80 degrees and we're breezy. How about tomorrow's cool down? Up to about 1/10 of an inch of rain, 70. You're going to love your Thursday, sunshine, lower and middle 70s. It's a nice marriage, right? Take you outside live, 6:50, almost 6:51 on the clock. Lightning skies in South Haven. You can see the American flag. 3 to 5 footers today at the Lakeshore, South Haven Live-Eye. And take you to Battle Creek, 57, southerly winds, 6 miles per hour, humidity 93%. We've got a rhythm this morning near our rain and storms at the Lakeshore. We've got 60s. Inland, though, as cool as 54 right now. Hastings, 55, Coldwater, Branch County. Bus stop, problem-free. This all brought to you by Maple Hill Auto. Okay, Nate, going to roll out a sprinkle for lunch and recess at the end of the day. Again, north of Kalamazoo, 80 at the end of your school day. Hope it's a great one for you to teachers, students, and staff. And hey, we're previewing the weekend on a Tuesday. No doubt, right? Best chance for rain Saturday, 60% as of right now. Let's put everything together. Here is your forecast. We are watching a few storms and showers well north of Kalamazoo. 80 later today. We're breezy. Southwest winds, 25 miles per hour. Rain in Kalamazoo tonight. It will come with some storms, 64. And your Old National Bank. Old National Bank 7-day forecast. Oh, it is a rock star Thursday. Really nice. Sunshine 73. 3/4 of your Friday dry. Some rain may impact high school football Friday night. You know, it's game 4 already of the season. I mean, this season is motoring by. Sunday, mostly dry, cooler back half of the weekend, 70.
All right, that's a decent day for staying inside and watching some football. We've got to dodge a few raindrops anyhow, right?
We've got football right here, Channel 3.
A lot of people say 70s are perfect, so you have a perfect week in some regards.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Jeff, thank you. The search is on right now for the driver responsible for hitting 2 people in Kalamazoo overnight. What they're asking you to be on the lookout for as the investigation continues. Breaking overnight, police are searching for a driver accused of hitting 2 pedestrians and then taking off. Jessica Wheeler is live in the newsroom with the latest developments. Jessica.
Marcy, police tell us a man and woman have serious injuries after being hit by that car that then took off. Here's what we know right now. That crash happened just before 11 last night on Sherwood Avenue near Riverview Drive in Kalamazoo. Officers say the 32-year-old woman was unresponsive when they got there. The 48-year-old man was alert and conscious. Both were taken to Bronson Hospital. This morning, the woman is listed in critical condition. The male victim is in serious condition. KDPS tells us that vehicle that was involved left the scene before they got there. They say they're looking for a sedan that is either gray or black in color and should have some type of front end damage. Anyone with information about that hit and run crash is asked to call Kalamazoo Public Safety or Silent Observer. Reporting live in the newsroom, Jessica Wheeler, News Channel 3.
A search is underway in Battle Creek right now as police look for 2 people suspected of opening fire on a man. Happened near Burnham and Terrace Streets at around 7 p.m. Police say the victim was shot 5 times while sitting in his car. He was rushed to the hospital. We're told he is expected to survive. Police are now looking for a late 90s Ford Taurus, white in color with a cracked windshield. Anyone with information should call police right away.
And today, a former West Michigan police officer accused of rape will be in court. Michigan State Police say former Covert Township officer Eric Fritz pulled over a man and a woman who were both drunk in early July. Troopers say Fritz took the man to jail but took his alleged victim to a Pawpaw hotel. Today, a judge is expected to decide if there's enough evidence to send Fritz to trial.
It's been a controversial topic that's been in front of the Michigan legislature for years. But today, lawmakers in Lansing are expected to make a decision about regulating medical marijuana. A license would be required to grow, process, sell, transport, and test marijuana, and dispensaries would pay a 3% tax on their gross retail income. For medical uses, the drug has been legal since 2008 in Michigan, but there have been conflicts over the legality of dispensaries where patients can buy it and whether non-smokable forms are legal. The set of bills was approved by the Senate last week, and the House will have to approve them without any changes before this would head to the governor.
President Obama and Bill Clinton campaigned for Hillary Clinton in separate states today as the Democratic nominee continues to battle pneumonia. Clinton sought to deal with the fallout Monday by calling into CNN, insisting she was feeling much better and saying she didn't think the diagnosis would be a big deal. Violence erupted at a Donald Trump rally in North Carolina as the Republican candidate slammed Clinton for calling his supporters deplorable. The supporter allegedly punched a protester.
Florida Governor Rick Scott heads to Capitol Hill to lobby for Zika funding. Yesterday, President Obama urged congressional leaders to provide more money to fight the virus and avert a government shutdown. The president says he's hopeful both matters will be resolved in the coming weeks. Watchdog groups say a ceasefire in Syria appears to be holding. Officials say there have been no recorded civilian deaths in the first 15 hours of the week-long truce. The treaty was brokered by the U.S. and Russia. Officials say it does allow for continued bombing against al-Qaeda-linked militants if Washington and Moscow agree on the target. Insurgent groups say that is a pretense to continue the war, and they will defend themselves.
Well, if, and it is a big if, you want Cheetos chicken fries, you can have it your way at some Burger King restaurants starting tomorrow. We're talking about deep fried chicken with a cheesy Cheeto breading. Now, this is not the first time the King and Cheetos have come together. In June, the chain came out with Mac and Cheetos.
You have no interest, I can tell in the tone of your voice.
Like you said, maybe it's the fact that at 7 o'clock in the morning, Cheetos chicken fries don't look appetizing, but at noon, who knows?
Cheetos work for me, so I have a feeling I'd be okay with it. But
Yeah,
to each his or her own.
And they're always fun. All right, we are watching rain right now. Kirk and Marcy near and north of Muskegon. Some lightning just offshore. Motion east-northeast about 35 to 40 miles per hour. Best chance for rain north of Kalamazoo today. We'll get our rain tonight, but enjoy 80 degrees. Good-looking weather day for most of us.
Great looking day. Get outside, enjoy a terrific Tuesday. Thanks for joining us live at 6:30.
And remember, you can always stay connected at WWMT.com. We're always just a click away.
Yeah, we sure are. Oh, what a sky in Kalamazoo. CBS This Morning starts now.